Hello everyone and welcome to Traveling with Françoise. I'm Françoise Rhodes and you'll see me in just a little bit, but right now we are coming to you from the Melissa Morgan Sculpture Garden here in Palm Desert. And I've always been fascinated by this garden, and we're going to take a walk through before we get to our travel news, as this will be the last Sunday show for quite a while for Traveling with Françoise, as I'm changing it up a bit and I am moving it to Wednesdays from Borrego Springs most of the time, and then back here in the valley at my sponsors' locations the rest of the time. So again, we are here at the Melissa Morgan Sculpture Garden on the corner of San Luis Rey and El Paseo in Palm Desert. And some of you probably know that the nonprofit that is the overall scope of Traveling with Françoise is called Artifacts and Arts Across America. And I'm always fascinated by the arts, and I love art in public places. There's something about it that I feel it's comfortable. It's just different than being in a gallery. You're out here, there's no pressure of any kind to know anything about art, and you don't feel like you need to purchase something because you're walking through. And I know art galleries are just fantastic, but I just love art in public places. So Melissa Morgan Fine Art, she does have an art studio here on El Paseo. And hi Gary, hey Dan, how are you? I know Sunday show Traveling with Françoise coming to an end for a while anyway. We'll see how it all goes, but I will be on during the week on Wednesdays, and of course you can see it anytime. The show will always be posted on Traveling with Françoise. Today's California, Coachella Valley, all over the place, so you won't miss anything. But as you can see, there are people here walking around just enjoying the art, and art is in the eye of the beholder. Definitely something unique. And I do like the fact that they change these up. These are not stationary. And for those of you that just joined us, I am Françoise. I'm in Palm Desert at the Melissa Morgan Fine Art Sculpture Garden. Love that horse. Isn't that horse amazing? Now to me that's very, very creative. I really like that. We have signs over here. They have a little office, but I don't know if anybody's ever in the office. This is interesting. And yes, we are going to talk about some travel. I do have some travel information to share with you. Hey Matt, how are you from San Francisco? Christopher, did you get the hat? Didn't I send you a hat? I think so. All right, and you'll be focused on me in just a minute, but I wanted to walk through here and let you take a look. As Craig on Live What's Happening Coachella Valley was at a farmer's market on San Pablo in Palm Desert. So Palm Desert is getting its share today of some exposure, I'd say. It's a beautiful day. The weather's about 66 degrees here in Palm Desert, California. This is interesting. Now these are whale tails, it looks like to me. Like I say, we do have travel, and I'll get to the travel in a minute, but I wanted to show you this. Very cool. And this is really easy. Hi, Zondi from Riverside. How are you? Did I say that right? Is it Zondi? I hope I said that correctly. Everyone knows how I always try to come up with whatever your name is. And Holly, hey Holly from Texas. How is your weather in Texas? Oh my gosh, here in California, we were watching all that snow and saying to ourselves, how do you do it? I have no idea. I hope your electricity is on. Just unbelievable. I could last about 1 week, or maybe 2 days without electricity in the snow. So here's a freedom board, I'm gonna say it looks like, freedom. People seem to be writing whatever they want on here. So it's a nice little way to get something to do any day of the week. It doesn't have to be on a Sunday. Look, we have people looking around watching. I got it right? Good. So I have my tripod all set up here, and I will flip it around, but I want to take you over here and show you. You can see the busy cars going by on El Paseo and San Luis Rey. If you're not doing much today, come on over here and check it out. Really nice, and take a walk down El Paseo. This is interesting. Look at this. I love the whale tails. Me too. And the freedom board. I'll show you the other side of the freedom board. Again, look, there's plenty to look at. They have signs in front of each one that explains what this is. This here is a bronze boulder. I think I have should have a different name than that. I don't know. And these are available for purchase. I did not know that. See, I just learned something myself. This right here that you might want in your garden is available for purchase. Hey Mary, you are more than welcome. I'm going to be changing it up each week now Time for a change. Traveling with Francoise has been on the air 20 years. Incredible. I know, I can't believe it. And again, we are evolving with the virus and everything else going on in the world. And we will talk about travel shortly. I want to show you the other side of the board here, the Freedom Board. And then I would go put my camera on the tripod and do the travel show. Now is the best time. Well, I don't know. Holly says, storms today, I was good with the snow. Well, there you go. Good for you. I wouldn't be. One thing about being outside is if I wear a hat, I have shade in my eyes and my hair. If I don't wear a hat, my hair gets in my mouth, so you have to bear with me on that life stuff. So now is the best time? We shall see. We shall see if now is the best time in life. There's another sculpture over there that I missed. So there's probably 15, 16 sculptures here. Again, I am in Palm Desert, California at the Melissa Morgan Sculpture Garden. It's free, plenty of parking. Just come over and walk through. And I'm sure all of you have some sort of public art wherever you live. So I really, really encourage you to take advantage of it. Wander around. You don't have to like it. You don't have to even appreciate it. But you'll be surprised on what you find that you really do like. So I'm going to see now if I can flip this all around and do it without stopping everything on the show. So hold on just a minute. I'm going to put my camera up here. I'm going to, let's see, tighten it. Where am I going to flip around? Oh, let me get my board. All right. Hey, here I am. I have my little mark all set up, so I'm all ready for you. Hey everyone. Yes, I am here, Francoise, and you're watching Traveling with Francoise live coming from Palm Desert, California, where it is a cool 66 degrees and sunny and gorgeous. I am coming to you from the Melissa Morgan Fine Art Sculpture Garden here on El Paseo. And again, I love art in public places, and they have some art right down the middle of El Paseo that is very, very cool, that you just drive along. You don't even need to stop. So I want to say hi to Louise. Hi, Louise. Well, I am Francoise. This might be your first time tuning in. I want to thank all of you on today's California. And I've been doing a travel show for 20 years. I also have a television show that's called Traveling with Francoise that airs on Fox, Hulu. You can also go to my website, Traveling with Francoise, to check it out. But it's all about travel. It's all about getting you out there and exploring your area and areas around you. I want to thank Craig so much, Craig Campbell with Coachella Valley, which we will get back to our live duo show where we talk about events happening in the Coachella Valley. It just hasn't seemed to be the time yet for us to actually partner up and stand next to each other. You know, I don't have a mask on because there's really nobody around me. And personally, I think you'd rather look at me. Oops. The surroundings. It's a little gravel area right there. Live! And then watch me with a mask on. All right, yeah. Okay, so what's going on in the world of travel? I will get to that. But remember, after today, I am switching to Wednesdays. I'm taking a couple weeks off, and I'll be putting the show together on Wednesdays around noon. It'll be coming to you from Borrego Springs, California, except one Wednesday a month, I'll be coming to you back from the Coachella Valley. So you're going to be seeing some of the things in Borrego Springs, the little town of Borrego Springs that's surrounded by the Anza Borrego State Park, 600,000 acres. We'll see if I can cover an acre at a time. Yeah, probably not. Anyway, so I just want to give you a heads up on what is going on. All right, so world of travel, let's get into the news and we'll see if I can hold all this without dropping it all. And if you can't hear me, let me know, because I am kind of doing this on the fly here, just like Craig does. And we do have people walking around looking at some of the sculptures, and they never seem to care when anybody has a camera up, because everybody seems to have a camera up. Hi Louise, how are you? So now you kind of have an idea of what is going on. Okay, Yosemite National Park. For those of you that are going parking close to the summer here, to the parks, the park has ended its online reservations for day use starting March 1st, that is tomorrow. So you do not have to make online reservations anymore to go to the Yosemite National Park for day use. And if you've never been, you have to go. It's really amazing there. Go all the way down into the middle where they have the hotels and the restaurants, and there's not a lot of them, very few in fact, but you're surrounded by this beauty all around you. And outside of Yosemite is some beautiful things as well. There's Bass Lake, there's some gorgeous areas out there, so you want to check it out. Don't just spend all your time in Yosemite, check out the surrounding area. And that Evelyn, hi Evelyn, hi I love to see Oh, beautiful places. Everyone loves to see beautiful places, including me. It has been so hard for me not being able to travel and bring you more live television shows, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna get there. Okay, so again, Yosemite National Park, online reservations and for day use. Now, if you are flying, I'm not pointing at anybody really, I'm just pointing, you better behave yourself because they are not fooling around when they are talking about the fines. Listen to this. The FAA just fined a passenger on Delta Airlines $27,000, a little over $27,000, because, and you know what? I don't blame him. Why would you be like this when you're flying? The person refused to wear a mask, refused to put their seatbelt on, and refused to put their tray in the upright position. And then this person fought with the flight attendant and actually punched her. What is wrong? I know we are all tense and life is kind of crazy out there, but you don't do that. I mean, if you're going on a plane with that kind of attitude, then don't go at all. Let's see, Marilyn says, that's why I fly my own plane. Okay, Marilyn, come pick me up and we'll go for a ride somewhere, okay? We'll do some over the valley or something. All right, let's see, who else says, have a great day. I'm trying to read this. Hamuda, hi Hamuda, how are you? And Louise says they should have kicked them off. Well, they did actually kick them off. Yes, overall, but it disrupted everything for everyone. So they're not fooling around when it comes to these flights, okay? So, like I say, if you're gonna go on a plane and you're gonna argue and not use your common sense, don't go. Don't disrupt everyone else's world. And I just probably lost about 10,000 views off that. You know what? I don't care, because you shouldn't do it. All right, what else is going in the world of travel? See, I had to put my notes in a clipboard here so it wouldn't all blow away. And this outside stuff again, it's I think the sun is just about perfect though. I don't know, at least I'm not squinting and you can see my face. Okay, now cruising, yeah, that's been really up in the air. Christopher says, punching a flight attendant, not cool. Exactly, Christopher, totally agree with you. So the world of cruising, that is, can you imagine being the owners of a cruise ship company and your mega ships are sitting at docks that are costing you $1 million a month or more. I'm sure it's probably $1 million a day. I really feel sorry for them. The end is not quite in sight yet. It is getting there. Some cruise lines are cruising from different locations, but let me give you a heads up who is doing what here. Crystal makes it clear, Crystal Cruise Lines, no vaccine, no cruise, period. The requirement will apply to sailings on ocean and river ships. If you've ever been on a Crystal Cruise Line, you know they are fabulous. All right, River Cruise Lines continues to push back the 2021 cruise dates. On Wednesday, Viking announced it was suspending all cruises through the end of May. So we'll see if maybe they're trying, you know, they keep giving us deadlines and hoping that they're gonna start soon and a little bit sooner. We'll see what happens. So some wanna start this year, others maybe not so much. Okay, Princess Cruises in Holland, America. What do we have behind us? Oh, we have a lady on her phone. Well, isn't that typical? Yes, there you go. All right. Princess Cruises and Holland America Line canceled any sailings that begin or end in Canada. Oh, right, there you go. She wants to be on camera. Okay, that begin or end in Canada this year, citing the country's extension of its cruise ban into 2022. And the latest Carnival Cruise Line has canceled cruises from the U.S. through May. So that tends to be what's going on right now. They are canceling through May and hopefully they'll have new guidelines that they can follow by then and start up. They want to start, but they need to start because they need to get that money coming in. Louise says, too early for vaccines, so I just won't go. There you go. I think that is your choice. Marilyn says, oh no. Yeah. So if you do have some cruises booked, I would definitely check into it and see what is going on. I'm Françoise Rhodes and you are watching Live Traveling with Françoise right here coming to you from Palm Desert, California. I am at the Melissa Morgan Fine Art Sculpture Garden that is behind me. And again, I love these public arts and public places. If you have one near your home, go and visit it and appreciate it. And there's no opinions. It's an opinion-free zone. You just look at it and enjoy it. Whatever you like, don't like, no one cares. It's all up to you. All right, also in the cruise world, in 2022, Broadway-themed cruises will be on Cunard, Celebrity and Regent 7 Seas Cruises, cruising through the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, Norway, and across the Atlantic from New York to the United Kingdom. So cruise lines are trying to step it up and see how they can get you on board. And with these lines, they think maybe a Broadway-themed cruise might be the trick. Okay, Priscilla says, do the vaccines actually prevent you from getting COVID? That is a whole conversation I'm going to leave to the experts. Here's all I hear. I hear over and over that the vaccine, if you do get COVID, will keep you from dying, thankfully, and it will keep you from getting seriously ill. That's what I'm hearing over and over. I am not a medical expert. Don't take my word on it. Look it up online. Hey Lane, how are you? As you are watching the last Sunday Traveling with Francoise for quite a while, as I move to Wednesdays, I'm going to take a couple days off. Not to worry, I will make sure this is posted all over the internet for you to pick up on. Traveling with Francoise Facebook page, Traveling with Francoise website, Artifacts and Art Across America Facebook page. It will be everywhere, so in case you miss it on a Wednesday around noon from Borrego Springs, you will be able to watch it at your leisure. So we talked about cruising. Let's talk a little bit about what is going on in the air. Lufthansa is rolling out a digital health records tool, and the carrier will offer pre-flight verification of COVID-19 testing results in a trial of 3 routes beginning February 26th. So the airlines are trying to figure out a way they can COVID test you before you get on. This is going to be interesting on how they know whether you've had a vaccine or not. The cards, we all know what's going to happen with the cards. I'm not even going to go there. But this should be interesting on how things are handled with airlines. Are they just going to say no? Are they going to keep us off cruises? Once you get your vaccine, I'm not sure. All right, Priscilla also says, no one else had a straight answer. Thanks, I want to go on a cruise. Okay, well, this is interesting too, because a lot of the cruise lines, they are actually doing pre-testing, COVID testing. They're not giving you the vaccine, but a lot of them are COVID testing prior, so you're going to get a free test. All right, back to the air. Alaska, America, JetBlue, Southwest, and Hawaiian have joined Delta and United, which began contact tracing in December, so there you go. The 7 carriers have agreed to ask customers for contact information, which includes, just so you know, if you don't know what contact information they're looking for, it is the email address, phone numbers, and address where they will be able to reach you so they can share this and know other people that are in your area. They need the address because they need to know what other people have been in your area. And look behind me. You can see more and more people here are coming over here to the sculpture gardens. Maybe they're coming over because I was talking about it. I don't know, but it's becoming a very busy place. All right, and on the ground, what do we have going on the ground? I'll give you a heads up on that. It's getting a little windy here. Nevada is gradually easing of mandated COVID-19. Get the hair, I can't stand my hair in my mouth, by the way. Mandated COVID-19 capacity restrictions, which is welcome news for the hospitality and entertainment industries in Las Vegas. It says on March 15th that capacity will be raised to 250 people or 50% capacity. So again, good news. They are raising those restrictions of how many people can be in one place at one time. A fresh look for the Bellagio in Las Vegas. That's happening now. They upgraded everything if you love the Bellagio. And as far as Disney World, they prepare to celebrate a magical milestone, the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. Oh my gosh, they're going to have all these new things going on for SoCal natives. I am a SoCal native. I grew up probably half an hour away from Disneyland. I remember going as a child. I mean, that was, of course, the big thing. And so now they're going to be celebrating, beginning on October 1st, a bunch of... Oh, is that a bee that just landed in my hair? Okay. Why doesn't any of this happen to Craig when he's doing his lives? He doesn't have bees land in his hair and all this stuff, the wind blow the hair in his mouth. I don't know. Anyway, just go with it, right? Let's just have fun. Okay, so anyway, Disneyland starting October 1st for SoCal natives. They're gonna have the celebrations for everybody, but they're gonna give us natives a little bit of a perk. So, all right. Phew. What can I say? Cabot's Pueblo Museum. They are open this Friday, March 5th and 6th. $5 per person. The Pueblo is not open, so if you've never been and you might want to go, head on over to the Cabot's Pueblo Museum. There's a host with their ACT Tours is hosting a trip to Borrego Springs, a day trip. I will be there, kind of in and out of the trip. You're going to stop to the chamber. I hope to have lunch with you. And what say, today's California. Oh, there he is. Hey, Craig. Do you ever have the bees landing in your hair and all that? I don't know. Anyway, so that will be April 8th. And if you would like to go on that day trip to Borrego Springs with ACT Tours, you can give them a call at 760-322-1247. That's 760-322-1247. Or go to their website, act-tours.com. Come on out there. I'll be there, like I say, to greet you. I have a great escort that's going to be on the bus with you. I have all these stops planned. Basically, I kind of set this trip up with Steve. Steve and Lalo came out the other day. They checked it out. So, Lane, I look forward to seeing you out there. Hey, Louise. And just so you know, the bus only has limited capacity, so everybody will be spread out. There's only 25 people on a 56-seater bus, so you will all be spread out. Mask required. It's going to be, I'm going to make sure you have a wonderful day. And as restrictions ease, of course, you'll be able to do more and more. I also want to give a shout out to Mike Thompson's RV Superstore in Cathedral City. I talked to Shara the other day. It was going crazy. RV sales are still going nuts. In fact, you'll see on the way to Borrego, Ocotillo Wells, the RVers are packed out there every weekend with their ATVs and motorcycles, and the kids are out there in the sunshine, the fresh air. They're having a great time. Johannes in Palm Springs, want to give a shout out to them. They are open. Go on over there. Gary's going to be on that trip. Hey, Gary, I know, I heard. Little Bird told me you had signed up. So come on, everybody, sign up for that trip to Borrego Springs. I promise. I hope to have lunch with you. I'm going to make it happen. But I'm also going to let you tour the chamber, have some goodies for you. All right, Bruce Titus, VW of Palm Springs. Of course, my VW actually got a little crack chip in its windshield the other day, my Atlas, but so far it hasn't done anything, and I will take care of that soon. And we won't talk about my speeding ticket. No. Okay. Yeah, we won't even talk about that. All right. Diane Williams and Associates. Real estate is booming here in the Coachella Valley. Real estate and all these little bit smaller. It's kind of interesting when you move from LA. When you move from LA to the Coachella Valley, you think of smaller, and people that get used to places like the size of the Coachella Valley, where I think we have a couple 100,000 people easily throughout the valley. We have 9 cities, so I'm terrible with numbers, we know that. But then you move to some place like Borrego Springs, where the full year-round population is 3,500 to 4,000. That is really small town living, and it has some wonderful aspects to it. All right, Indian Ridge Country Club, wonderful place to live. Borrego Springs Resort and Spa, they are open, so check it out. They are open for travelers, and they are following all the guidelines. We give them a really big thumbs up for Erica keeping that resort open through this pandemic, for essential workers, doing such a great job with all the guidelines. I really applaud her. A1 Custom Golf Cars and Desert Battery, I will be doing a show from there. Like I say, it will be 3 weeks out of a month in Borrego, and then the other one, I will be here in the Coachella Valley doing a show from who knows where. I don't know. We'll figure out what is sponsors. Give them some love so you can see what they do. All right, ACT Tours, Dana Wharf Whale Watching. I talked to them the other day, posted a video on Today's California. The whales are out there, the water's warm, they are migrating. Let's see, now they are going from, they will be going back up to Alaska. So now they're down in Mexico, and now they're already migrating back to Alaska, where the water's up there. So and they'll be migrating back up with their babies, because they go down to Mexico to have their babies in the warmer waters. So very, very wonderful. I love it. Check out the picture on my Facebook page, Traveling with Francoise. That sailboat that you see is the sailboat that I traveled around. It was mine. And I traveled around for 10 years on that boat. So yeah, we had a lot of fun on that. Went to a lot of interesting places. Okay, Cabot's Pueblo Museum, we talked about then. Johannes in Palm Springs, they are open. They have curbside takeout. They haven't given me a notice about their patio seating, but Johannes does an amazing job. He has stayed open, and incredible work down there. So check it out. They have a bunch of specials going on. So Johannes in Palm Springs. Arc Attire, they did my hats for our chamber. Can't wait to get those. And I think that's about it on all my notes here. All right, folks, what time is it? Okay, we started a little early today because I was so excited about getting on the air, excited about all the changes. Like I said, this will be the last Sunday traveling with Francoise for a while. Craig and I have been talking. We're going to try to change it up a little bit with his help in today's California and traveling with Francoise. We are going to move to Wednesdays from Borrego Springs in a couple weeks. I'm going to take a couple weeks off, let all my sponsors know, let everyone know. I'll put it some e-blasts. It'll be on the website. It'll be on the Facebook page. But I always want you to tune into the Coachella Valley page for everything that's going on in the Coachella Valley. Craig's doing an amazing job there. And then today's California, covering California. Who the heck knows? We might be on today's Canada? I don't know. But I want the show to grow. After 20 years, it's time for all of us to have a little bit of a change. So it's going to be happening. And again, Artifacts and Arts Across America is the parent company of Traveling with Francoise. So you can check that out. And hopefully I'll be able to get some new TV episodes coming up. I'm working on them, but again, we don't want to do them until we can go maskless and at least be social distance enough where I can interview people without masks. So I think that's about it. You can check it all out on the website, travelingwithfrancoise.com. I want to thank you for joining me today. It's a beautiful day. You can see the sun is shining. The wind has died down. Get out, enjoy yourself. Go to the public places, the art and public places, wherever you live. Really, get out there and look at it. Whether you think you're going to like it or not, I bet you walk away saying, you know, I'm glad I did that. So until next time, everyone, you have a great week. I'll be talking to you soon. And remember, it's never too late to get a life. See you next time. Bye.